Hi, I'm Mac McCarthy, and I help people with their breakups. And today we got some stories coming. I got about 5 lined up. Getting started right now in the new studio office. And I'm planning to set up a podcast in the coming weeks where we might get some live guests that actually tell their breakup stories and how they came out of it, the resurrection, getting out of a breakup. And I'm really excited about it, so I'll keep everyone posted on that. Now, if you have a breakup story you have to tell, please send it to writemac.com and I'll make a YouTube video. Let's get right into this story because I got a bunch today. So, hey Mac, I really want to thank you for the videos on YouTube. They are great. Well, thank you kindly. And sorry if I'm having some mistakes. English is not my first language. I do not mind if English is not your first language, but please reread the story before you send it. One reread, you can clean up a lot. And just make sure that your sentences make sense. Doesn't have to be spelled correctly. The grammar can be off a little bit. But when you miss whole words or I'm totally lost, then I have a lot of trouble and I have to send it back to you, and that's not fun. So my story with my ex is pretty hopeless, but something inside me is telling me that I have another chance. Sorry to laugh, but that's a bad way to start it. Hopeless is, that's a bad word, right? But if it's pretty hopeless, then what is your strategy right now is what I'm going to say. So let's get into this. I'm interested with that hook right there. So she broke up with me about 5 months ago after we dated for about 1.5 years. We lived together. She broke up with me about 5 months ago after we dated about 1.5 years. So you've been dating. When people say we've been dating, what does that mean? Does that mean you're not girlfriend, boyfriend? Because to me, if you're just been dating, you're not together. You're kind of seeing each other. We lived together for 1 year and we did a LDR, long distance relationship, for 2 months. So you lived together for 1 year, so you were more than dating. Okay. Clarified, good English. We did a LDR for 2 months and this was our first real breakup. We had a great connection and loved each other a lot. I hope so. This was my first love and my first real relationship. She broke up with me because, dun 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 dun, the punchline, she broke up with me because she said that I was jealous and needy. Well, that will, about 90% of the time, work against you in a relationship if you are a male. Jealous and needy behavior is a bad cocktail when it comes to relationships. And to be honest, after the breakup, I realized that I am a jealous person and pushed her away. After the breakup, she left the country and went back to her home, so I didn't have a chance to see her anymore. I acted desperate and I was begging and pleading for another chance, but everything failed. I started to work on myself. Good one, bud. 2 months ago, she told me that she started dating someone else, so you're still in contact. So I started no contact. After 2 weeks of no contact, I was watching one of your videos and you were missing your ex after your sister took you for a trip on the cruise. This is a favorite video of a lot of people. And while you were driving, you asked for a sign if you should move on or not. I did the same, man. And one day later, she called me and she said that she was logging into my Facebook account and checking my messages with other girls, and she was super jealous of how I'm talking to them. Plus, she said that she's been logging into your Facebook account? That's dirty. Plus, she said that she's been thinking about me a lot and missing me. I really don't know why she's doing this, even though she's dating and away from me. Do I have a chance to get her back, even if she's dating in another country? If yes, how? Well, do you give credit to my video? I asked, give me a sign? I mean, that's interesting. My sign wasn't a good one, right? Mine was a negative, but it put me into the starting gate to move the fuck on. So, my advice to you, I don't know how far this other country is. That would make a difference. Are you willing to move to that country? How long is she going to live in that country? Are you willing to be in a long-distance relationship again? I mean, to be honest, I'm 37 years old right now. I've been in long-distance relationships off and on a couple times, and they have a shelf life. Someone's going to break up with the other person unless they move to their area. Unless you are, an hour and a half apart and you can see each other, but someone always ends up getting jealous and someone always ends up pulling away. And when someone pulls away their energy and you're on the phone and you're like, oh, why haven't they been? And, this is what happens. We talk every day. We Skype every day. And then all of a sudden, one person on one end goes, I don't want to talk on the phone so much. I'm kind of tired of this. And then the other person's like, well, I'm fine with it. And they go fucking nuts. And they just can't figure it out, and they start pleading and begging. Look, she sounds like she's still interested in you, if she's checking your Facebook, which is kind of a red flag in my book. But I mean, are you going to be willing to move to her country? Do you want to have a long distance relationship with someone? That's beyond the fact that you want to get back with her. I mean, as far as saying this is hopeless, when she admitted to you, let's go back to your, did the same, and one day later she called me and she said that she was logging into my, so she told you she's been checking your messages and seeing that you're with other girls. She's also jealous, right? I don't know if two jealous people are going to make for a very good relationship. I think you definitely need to work on your jealousy issues and find out where that's coming from. And if you want to do a live coaching with me, I'd be more than happy to help you and unpack that and take some inventory on why you're being a jealous person, because you're never going to have a relationship last if you identify. Because you said, I'm a jealous person. You're saying that's who I am. You're not saying like, oh, I was a little bit jealous towards the end because X, Y, Z. You're saying, no, this is who I am. And as an identity statement, long term, it's always going to be a problem. So, do you have a chance with her? Sounds like you do if she's checking your Facebook and is jealous of you talking to other girls, but are you going to go to her home country and be a Romeo over there and then come back home and play the long distance game again? Are you going to be comfortable with the fact that she's been dating since you broke up? And then if you were to get back together, can you be okay with the fact that she was seeing other guys? That's a big one for a lot of people. So I hope that helps you. Please visit rightmac.com if you have a breakup story to tell or you'd like to book a live coaching session. Thank you.